excellent connection.
That's on the phone.
All right, if you're still with us back here at the station. Wow, everything crashed here all of a sudden. So, we're going to do a pregame show. We got time here to do a real quick one. The Redbirds are 6-16 on the season. They're 0-5 in conference play. Their head coach is Josh Sertich, and assisted by Mike Karofsky, Matt Weeks, and Joby Grant. Panthers won the JV contest 71-35. The JV team now is 8-2 on the season, and we'll tell you that the Panthers are 20-2 on the season, 4-0 in conference play. Matt Lars, the head coach of the Panthers, in his second year, has a record of 44 wins and 10 losses here at Pinckneyville High School. So let's take a 1-minute break here, and we're going to come back with our starting lineups. 1-minute timeout.
At Moore Brothers Auto Sales on Illinois Highway 154 in Pinckneyville, they are the small-town dealer with the big-time savings. At Moore Brothers Auto Sales, their customers know they can count on quality used cars, great prices, and a knowledgeable sales staff. Whether you're looking for an automobile, a truck, a van, or an SUV, you can find what you need at Moore Brothers Auto Sales. You can call them or text them anytime at 357-2711. And shop online through their website at moorebrothersAutosales.com.
All right, back here at Thomas Gymnasium, we're set for the playing of the national anthem and the introduction of the starting lineups. Both teams are to the sidelines. The West Frankfort Redbirds are dressed in red, trimmed in white. Panthers in their home whites. And the band played on, they said. Oh, it stopped.
Between the Redbirds and Frankfort and your Pinckneyville.
We have some announcement we're going to make.
Ladies and gentlemen, on January 3rd, 2025, AJ Key scored his 1,000th career point as a Pinckneyville Panther in the AJ currently has 1,511 career points at Pinckneyville Community High School, placing him tied for all time with Zach Hall. Please direct your attention at center court, where the Panthers head coach and athletic director Matt Law will represent AJ with his 1,000-point ball. Let's get a huge round of applause for AJ Key, amazing this historic milestone.
All right, AJ's got 1,000 points.
That's what the announcement was.
Okay, so that's what they were presenting him with a basketball for 1,000 points, and now it's time for the playing of our national anthem.
Under direction of Mr. Steve Kennedy.
All right, we're set for the introduction of the lineups, and check West Frankfort here is take their warm-ups off. I got some of them. So those numbers are going to be hard to read. Zero is Will Scales. He's a 6-foot junior. 10 is Quentin Osborne, a 6'2 junior. 12 is Evan Goforth. He's a 5'10 senior. 15 is Jack Harrell. He's a 5'8 senior. And number 25 is Chris Samples. He's a 5'9 sophomore. Osborne, Goforth, Harrell, Scales, and Samples for Josh Sertich and the West Frankfort Redbirds. 6-16 on the season. They're 0-5 in conference play. Panthers are going to go with their usual starting lineup. Brady Conway, number 10, a 5'10 senior. Number 23, Ty Lahr, a 6'7 junior. 24 is Lucas Leitz, a 6-foot senior. 30 is Riley Bowersax. He's a 6'5 senior. And 44 is A.J. Keith. He's a 6'4 senior. It's Conway, Lahr, Leitz, Bowersax, and Keith for Matt Lahr and the Pinckneyville Panthers. They're 20-2 on the season and 4-0 in conference play. Our officials for this game are Mike Roth, Kevin Diss, and Aaron Wright. A pretty good crowd here tonight.
There is a good crowd. A lot heavier on the far side than it is on this side.
Yeah, it is.
Getting started a little early tonight, Gary.
All right, we are set to go, and here to tell you all about it, here's Ted Cunningham.
Thank you, Gary. And A.J. Keith stepping into the midcourt circle, along with Quentin Osborne. Tip control by the Panthers in the backcourt. It's Conway with the basketball, and he'll bring it into the front half. He's over to the left side with the ball. Gives it up to Lahr. Lahr out on the right side. It goes to Bowersax now. Over to Lahr, just right in the circle. Lahr comes in right side. Puts it up, misses. Rebound Lahr, back up, and in, and count it. Lahr puts the Panthers on the board early.
Call that foul on Samples, his first.
Ball goes inside after the missed free throw, and A.J. Keith stuck it in. With the ball in the backcourt is Jack Harrell. Harrell across the timeline, picked off by Keith, and he slams it home. And it was a monster jam, wasn't it, Gary?
Yeah, it was.
With the ball is Harrell now into the front court. And gets out of a trap, picks up the dribble, gives it over left now to Will Scales. Scales will give it back to Harrell. Harrell. Now the ball moves over to Evan Goforth. Goforth along deep on the left side, out on top Scales. Over to the right now, the ball goes to Samples. Samples On top with the shot, and the miss was Jack Harrell, and the rebound to the Panthers. Keith through traffic, lays it up, lays it in. Keith has 6, and it's an 8-0 Panther lead. With the ball is Harrell now. Harrell. To the timeline and into the front court on the left side. And the ball knocked away. Brady Conway couldn't quite have the handle on it. Osborne has it. Now on the left side it goes to Scales. Will Scales looks to the top. Now he'll work out that way. Scales with the ball. Ball knocked away by Lahr. Lahr steps out on him. Now the Panthers steal it. With the ball is Keith. Over on the right side, he tried to get it to Lahr, but Lahr was not trailed the play a little bit too much, and the ball went out of bounds. 8-0 in favor of the Panthers. The ball comes in to Goforth, and then right back to Osborne. Osborne into the front court. Over to the right side, it goes now to Harrell. Harrell gets the ball back. Conway knocked it away, but Harrell's able to recover. With the ball now is Osborne. Now, three-pointer put up is missed. Rebound to Lucas Leitz, and back come the Panthers. Leitz at the right wing with the dribble. Down the corner goes to Barsacks. Misses the three. The rebound loose on the floor. And recovering is Osborne. Outlet goes to Harrell. Harrell loses it, and back comes Conway. Heading out goes to Keith, up and in. Keith's got 8, the Panthers have 10 as we come down on the 5-minute mark here in the opening quarter. With the ball is Harrell. Picked up by Brady Conway. Harrell into the front court, and Harrell throws it away as he anticipated throwing to Samples, and Samples was going left. The pass was to the right. Out of bounds, the Panthers control. 4:52 left in this opening quarter. Conway will give the ball up to Leitz. Down the right corner to Barsacks. Barsacks misses. Rebound to Leitz. Ball goes inside to Conway. He has to take it out at the wing. Conway backing away now. Panthers set up the attack. Walked down the lane is Keith, and a blocking foul called on the Redbirds.
Foul on the Redbirds. Number 0,
Foul on Scales, his first. Then Keith to the free throw line.
So Keith at the line.
Got that first one down. Makes it 11-0. He's got one more coming. He eyes the basket, and it's in the bucket.
So Keith makes them both. And the Panthers have opened up a 12-0 lead. Keith has 10 of those 12. With the ball is Travion Johnson now. Johnson into the front court. Over the left, he'll give it up to Samples. Samples back to Johnson. Johnson, now the ball to Osborne. And he loses it, picked up by Keith. Knocked away originally by Conway. Up and in with the basket is Barsacks on the feed from Keith. And there'll be another chance for a three-point play. Panthers up 14-0. 4:01 left here in the first period.
Call that foul on Samples. That's his second. Into the game is Hefner, number 35, and Harrell, number 15. Out comes Goforth and Samples. So Riley Bowersack's at the free throw line. Free throw on its way and good.
And got a 30-second timeout charged to the Redbirds. Chance to tell you that Hicks Training Station, a proud sponsor of Panther Sports. They're always plenty of guns in Southern Illinois' largest gun selection. Got a lot of ammo on hand. Stop out at Hicks Training Station Route 13 just west of Pinckneyville. Gary?
Yes.
This game could get real ugly, couldn't it?
Yes, I'm afraid it's going to. It's one of them games where somebody could get hurt.
Yeah. Well, the Panthers will make some substitutions as well. They bring in McConnell and Colton Smith. Out goes Leitz and Lahr. Ball comes in the backcourt to Hefner. He'll kick it back. Now the ball to Trayvon Johnson. Johnson into the front court. Works down the lane. Puts it up. Misses. Rebound McConnell. Outlet ahead to Barsacks. Barsacks over to Colton Smith. Smith cuts down in the corner. And he goes to the floor. As he tried a little juke move there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Call that foul on Hefner.
Well, they called a foul there. Whoa, I didn't see that, did you?
No.
I didn't see a foul at all there. Inbound play triggered by Keith. Goes to Barsacks deep in the right corner. Now Keith. Keith with a three. And he's got 13 of 18 points. With the ball now is Johnson. Johnson, he'll kick it out to Harrell. Out on top it goes to Samples. Back to Johnson, deep on the right side. Knocked out of bounds by Conway. And the Redbirds will inbound it right in front of the Panther bench. 3:17 left in the period. Triggering the inbound play is Osborne. Gets the ball into Johnson. Johnson gives the ball up to Harrell. Out on top to Samples. Left side now goes to Hefner. Hefner. Now Harrell. Missed the three. Rebound to Keith. Keith through traffic. Lays it up and lays it in. Man, what a first quarter he's having, huh?
Yeah.
15. With the ball, Johnson. Over to Samples. Deep in the corner to Hefner. They turn it over again. Conway gives the ball ahead to McConnell. Down the right corner of Barsacks. Barsacks glides into the hoop. Lays it up. Lays it in. Chance for a three-point play.
Second foul on Hefner. Leitz is in and Keith is out. Cass is in and
Hefner's out.
Hefner's out.
Barsacks to shoot the bonus of the foul, and he said that wrong there, but he shot a chance to complete a three-point play there. Stay with us at halftime tonight. We're going to talk to Dwayne Eplin about the Pinckneyville High School Foundation and their upcoming induction ceremony at the KC Hall this year. With the ball is Quentin Osborne. Picks up the dribble between the circles, gives it to Samples. Down on the right side it goes to Cass. Cass now Johnson. Johnson, he'll give it up to Harrell. Over on the left side now to Osborne. Osborne now to Harrell, and he banks it home for their first goal. And that came at the 2:08 mark. Now the Panthers turn it over. Oh! Leach was able to save it. Colt Smith has it at the right side. Out on top it goes to McConnell. Down the corner, Clellan. Now Leach at the left wing. Over to the right side to Colton Smith. And he hits a three. 26-2 with 1:40 left here in the third. Osborne picked up by McConnell. Across the timeline now. Tried to get Travian Johnson as he cut to the goal, but the pass was too low and he struggled to maintain. On the right side to Harrell. Now the ball to Samples. Samples. Down the corner goes to Osborne. Osborne cuts to the goal, lays it up, and hits it. It's 26-4 with 1:05 left in the quarter. Possession arrow favors the Redbirds. Colton Smith kicks it out in the left corner to Clellan. Clellan, he hits a three. And it's 29-4. Ball now is Johnson. Johnson into the front court on the left. Now he'll give it up, the ball to Samples. Samples, off balance shot. Is that Samples or Osborne?
10.
Osborne. And it's 29-6, down to the final 25 seconds of the period. Lahar at midcourt. Now dribbles. As Samples stepped out defensively and the count went on. Clellan has the ball now. Clellan picks up the dribble. Gives it up to Lahar right of the circle. Down the corner, Colton Smith. Misses a three. Rebound comes to Travion Johnson. Johnson from half court. We played a quarter and it's 29-6 Panthers. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Trading Station has the largest gun selection in Southern Illinois. The Hicks family has been located at 4952 State Route 13 in Pinckneyville for over 63 years. Hicks Trading Station has over 2,000 new and used guns in stock. A wide selection of ammunition is also available. They will buy, sell, or trade. And get this, everything is guaranteed. They're open 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Stop by their location west of Pinckneyville or give them a call, 618-357-2583. Go Panthers!
Welcome back to Pinckneyville, where the Panthers lead at 29-6 at the end of the first quarter. And AJ Keith, what's the numbers look like, Gary?
Well, the Panthers are shooting 73%, 11 out of 15. And they were 4 out of 5 from the free throw line. 1 turnover. West Frankfort turned it over 6 times, and they're 3 out of 7 from the field.
Ball over on the right side goes to Samples, or Cass, excuse me. Now to Johnson, deep on the left side, Osborne. Osborne, he'll kick it out to Harrell. Harrell left in the circle, now Samples on the left. Down the corner it goes to Harrell. Now to the cutter, Osborne. One hand push shots up and in. And it's 29-8. Conway back the other way. Hits up with a floater, misses it. Rebound to the Redbirds. Back comes Johnson now into the front court. Johnson over the left to Scales. Now the ball moves further on the left to Cass. Cass now to Osborne, deep in the left corner. Now Samples. Scales, excuse me. Johnson slashes the goal, misses. Now, and Conway tried to lob pass to Keith, but it was too long, and the Redbirds pick it off. Cass with the ball. Over on the left, Johnson. Johnson now to Cass. Cass right of the goal. Now Johnson on top Scales. Hefner, excuse me, that was Harrell. Jack Harrell with another 3, and it's 29-11. Conway into the front court now. Conway gives it up to Leitz. Leitz deep on the left side now, Conway. Over to the right it goes to Barsax in the corner to Leitz on the right. Across the defense it goes to Conway. Conway back to Leitz. Leitz for 3, no good. Rebound Conway, no good. Conway pulls the rebound out, gets it to Keith. Keith's going to shoot a 3, that's no good. Rebound to Barsax, jump ball, possession arrow Panthers. 6:07 left here in the first half. Triggering the inbound play will be Conway. Gets the ball in the corner to Keith. And Keith triggering the inbound play. Keith gets into the bar sacks deep in the left corner. And Keith, bar sacks hits another three. That's his first three in it, Gary.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's 32-11. Johnson into the front court. Johnson kicks it left to Scales. Over to Johnson. Johnson up and in and a foul. And he'll shoot for a three-point play.
Call that foul on Brady Conway. Got that free throw down. 32-14. Now Johnson comes out and somebody checked in.
3-point play for Johnson, right?
Yes.
32-14. Conway over to the right to Keith. Keith down in the corner. Conway inside Lahr. Missed the shot. Rebound controlled by the Redbirds. Osborne. He'll give the ball up now to Samples. Samples into the front court. Samples works at the right wing. On top now, the ball goes to Harrell. Harrell over to the right. Shot was put up by Osborne, but partially blocked. Lahr into the front court. Down the corner, it goes to Keith for three. No good. Rebound controlled by Samples. Samples with the ball in the backcourt. Around Keith, and a blocking foul called on Keith.
Fouls on the Panthers, number 44, this first to the second.
That's the first foul on Keith.
Redbirds will inbound right in front of their bench. The ball into Samples. He's picked up by Leitz in the backcourt. Samples over to the left side. It goes to Scales. Now the ball down to Cass. Now to Osborne. Left side to Harrell. Harrell works at the top. Gives the ball to Samples. Samples misses the shot and a rebound to Lahr. Lahr gives it over to Conway. Conway working into the front court. Over to the right side, it goes to Keith. Out on top, Leitz. Left side, Conway. And tried a lob alley-oop to Keith, and it was too strong, and he couldn't control. Back comes Osborne. Down to Harrell. Harrell for three, no good. Rebound, Barsacks. Barsacks into the front court. Barsacks shoots the three at the right wing and misses. Rebound to Osborne. Osborne across the timeline. Over to the left, it goes to Scales. Now to Harrell. Harrell for three, got it. Timeout on the floor. Charging to the Panthers. It'll be a full timeout. No, it's a 30-second one. Chance to tell you about Perry County Marketplace. They sponsor the Panthers on the PCSportsInfo.net. Full-service grocery store, great line at the deli, and fresh meat every day. Stop by and stop up for your grocery needs at the Perry County Marketplace. That was a full timeout, wasn't it, Gary?
I didn't see what he signaled. Yeah, well, West Frankfort sitting down. Panthers are standing up. Good timeout, because we're just coming down the court throwing the ball up.
Yeah. So the Panthers are on the floor waiting. The Redbirds break their huddle. 32-17. Ball comes into Conway. Conway into the front court now. Keith slips to the goal, too strong. Rebound to McConnell. McConnell is fouled on the play by Johnson.
Call that on Johnson, huh? His first foul. That'll send McConnell to the line. He throws up. Got that high bounce and it dropped right in there. 33-17. Second free throw is on its way. That's good.
So McConnell makes them both. And a Panther lead is at 34-17. With the ball is Johnson into the front court. Johnson, right of the lane. Now the ball goes low to Scales. Inside, taken away by Bowersax as he tried to kick it back to Johnson. Keith over on the left side, Colton Smith. Smith for three, no good. Rebound to Conway. Inside to Bowersax, up and in. With the ball in the backcourt now, Samples. Ahead to Johnson. Johnson over on the left side to Osborne. Osborne too strong. Rebound McConnell on the weak side. McConnell into the front court. Kicks it left to Bowersax. Bowersax for three. That's good. And it's 39-17. Johnson with the ball in the backcourt against Conway. Conway steals it. He's got a run out at the other end. Lays it up and in. And it's 41-17. Johnson across the timeline over to the left. He goes to Samples. Now he'll give it to Cass. Inside it goes to Osborne. Missed the shot. He tips the ball out. Gets the ball right back and missed that one. He'll stick it up again and miss. Rebound. Osborne finally got it down. Miss. Ball on the right side to Bowersax. Works the baseline. Missed the shot. Rebound Osborne. Osborne will bring it into front court. 41-19. Minute 44 left in the half. Samples misses the shot. And the rebound to McConnell, outlet to Conway. 1:35 left in the first half. Conway down the corner to Bowersax. Bowersax now Smith. Smith now Bowersax. Three-pointers up and no good. Rebound to McConnell. And the ball was tipped by Johnson. Went down McConnell's leg and out of bounds. Leach, Clellan, Smith, McConnell, and Lahr on the floor for the Panthers now. Back to Harrell, right back to Osborne. Osborne picked up by McConnell. Osborne into the front court. Osborne gets by. Ball goes inside, and Scales missed the shot, and the rebound controlled by the Panthers. Ball goes inside to McConnell, and a one-handed stuff. Little special sauce from T-Mac. With the ball is Johnson. Johnson into the front court. 43-19, 40 seconds left in the quarter. Shot is missed, the rebound to Clellan. Osborne missed a three from deep in the left corner. And the Panthers are up 43-15. Clellan letting time wind away. Possession arrow favors. Stay with us at halftime. On the Grecian halftime show, we're supposed to have Dwayne Eflin up on our halftime show, but he's not moving. With the ball, Smith. Now Clellan. Clellan kicks it to Lahr. Kicks it low to Clellan. Up and no good. And we come to the quarter half break, and it's 43-15 Panthers.
19, 43-19.
43-19. Back in 2 minutes. was the first quarter score?
29-6.
County Marketplace, your hometown grocery store for over 45 years, providing you with quality meat and produce, a full-service deli and bakery, and delivery service or curbside pickup, just to mention a few things. Check out their daily deli specials, including the best fried chicken in the area. Their friendly staff is ready to serve you for all your grocery needs. Located at 412 South Main Street in Pinckneyville, 618-357-2750.
The Trophy Room Creations in Pinckneyville, is your local shop for awards, gifts, and custom engraving right here in the 618. Don't order online when you can come in and create a custom design for all your award and gift needs. We can laser engrave glassware, stainless steel tumblers, cutting boards, and a host of other gifts and awards for any special occasion. Don't forget our sublimation printing too. The Trophy Room in 1104 South Main Street, Pinckneyville, 618-357-9736.
1901, the First National Bank of Pinckneyville has been serving Perry County and the surrounding area. At the First National Bank of Pinckneyville, they take great pride in giving back to the community by supporting a myriad of groups and events to help make Pinckneyville a better place to work, live, and raise a family. Find them online today at fnbpville.com. The First National Bank of Pinckneyville, proud to support the Pinckneyville Panthers. First National Bank of Pinckneyville, member FDIC.
All right, back here at Thomas Gymnasium, it's time for our Grecian halftime report. So let's look at some of the numbers here real quick. The Panthers are shooting 50% from the field, 16-32, 6 out of 7 from the free throw line, and 3 turnovers. The Redbirds are 8 for 23 from the field for 35% shooting. 1 out of 1 from the free throw line, and they've committed 8 turnovers here in the first half. The scoring for West Frankfort, Johnson has a basket and a free throw for 3 points. Osborne has 4 baskets and 8 points. Harrell with 2 threes and a 2. So he's got 8 points. That is their total of 19. Only 3 players scored. Harrell with 8, Osborne with 8, and Johnson with 3. For the Panthers, Conway has a basket and 2 points. Clellan has a 3-point basket. Colton Smith with a 3-point basket. Ty Lahr with a 2-point basket. Riley Bowersax has 3 2-point baskets and 2 threes. Excuse me, and a couple of free throws. So that's 6, 12, 14 points for Riley, and McConnell with a basket and 2 free throws. He's got 4 points. Keith has 5 baskets and a 3-pointer. That's 13 and a couple of free throws. So he's got 15. Keith with 15, Bowersax with 14, Conway 2, Clellan 3, Smith 3, Lahr 2, and McConnell 4. For West Frankfort, Samples has 2 fouls, Hefner 2, Scales 1, and Johnson 1. For the Panthers, only 2 fouls. Keith has 1, and Conway has 1. Panthers led at 29-6 at the quarter break, outscored West Frankfort 14-13 in that second quarter. They lead it here 43-19 at the half. So that's our Grecian halftime report. So let's watch this from the Grecian.
Come on in and welcome to the Grecian. Hi, I'm Athena and welcome to the Grecian, located at 502 South Main, right here in Pinckneyville, where we would love the opportunity to serve you. Come in and try our daily buffet and salad bar, featuring different hot specialties every day, From fried chicken, prime rib, to all-you-can-eat sirloin steaks, homemade soups, salads, and desserts. Not feeling the buffet today? Choose an item from our extensive menu featuring in-house hand-cut steaks or gyros straight from the spit. And grab a drink from our full bar or a beer on draft with your dinner. Play a few rounds in our private gaming room. Having a special event, party, or meeting? Take advantage of one of our 2 private dining rooms that can hold up to 75 people. The Grecian is a proud sponsor of our community and Panther Athletics. We hope to see you soon.
All right, back here at Thomas Gymnasium. So you say you'd like to watch a little basketball tomorrow? Hey, well, let's start off over at Sparta with a sophomore tournament. What's that called? The Torrens tournament?
Yes.
The 104th annual Torrens tournament over at Sparta. It's a sophomore tournament. Panthers play at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning against Oakville, and then again at 10:15 against Sparta. So, if you don't want to go over to Sparta and watch the sophomores play, a little basketball going on right here at Thomas Gym.
All day.
Yeah, all day and half the night. It's going to start right here. Tomorrow is the Panther Showcase, brought to you by the First National Bank. Excuse me, First National Bank here in Pinckneyville sponsors the Panther Showcase. And it'll start right here in Thomas Gymnasium tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Greenville against Freeburg. At 10:30, Trico against Martinsville. At noon, Waterloo against Meridian. At 1:30 is Waltonville and Centralia. 3 o'clock, Murfreesboro and Mascoutah. At 4:30 is Alton and East Peoria. 6 o'clock is the Panthers against Shelbyville. 7:30 is DeSmet against Glenbrook South. 9 o'clock is Triad and Carbondale. Oh, you say, what about JV games? Well, I got 5 of those over in the auxiliary gym. Greenville and Freeburg JV teams play at 10:45. Trico and Martinsville at 12:15. Waterloo and Meridian at 1:45. The Panthers and Shelbyville at 4:15. And Triad and Carbondale at 7:15 over there in the auxiliary gym. So, Ted, we looked down that list of teams, and you see Martinsville, that's where Coach Wagner went.
Right.
Okay. Waterloo and Meridian, that's a 3A against a 1A school. Meridian knocked off Benton, was that just last week, wasn't it?
Right.
Over at the BIT. Waltonville, they're a 1A school. Centralia is a 3A school. Waltonville's one of the few schools in the whole state of Illinois that's still undefeated. I think somebody said there's only 4 of them. And it's going to be
they're state ranked too, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And Murfreesboro, we've all seen Murfreesboro play. They're ranked in the 2A. They're in the top 20. And Alton against East Peoria. Shelbyville. Do you remember the Yokish family that was here in Pinckneyville?
Yeah.
Shelbyville features one of the Yokish grandsons. And,
is that right?
Yes. That's what I was told anyway. So they're going to play the Panthers at 6 o'clock. And DeSmet, that's Kent Williams, who played high school ball at Centralia, didn't
Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon. Played college ball at SIU. He's the coach at DeSmet. Glenbrook South, they're out of Chicago. So, yeah, some good
Alton,
basketball tomorrow.
Alton and Peoria East too, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I think, if I remember right, A $7 bill will get you in for the whole day.
A $7 bill, huh?
Yes, sir. Well, we're ready to start the second half. Big Red with a no-show.
Maybe he thought I said tomorrow night.
We'll see. I'm sure he'll show up some night.
Well, West Frankfort will control on the alternating possession. With the ball in the backcourt is Samples. Into the front half against Lucas Leitz. He'll get the ball over to Goforth. Goforth on the right to Harrell. Harrell works the baseline, spins out on top, and it's going to be an over and back on the Devils, or on the Redbirds. Scales wasn't anticipating that pass from Harrell, and rolls out of bounds underneath the Panther basket, so they'll inbound beneath the goal. Inbound play comes to Lahr. Lahr shots up and in. He'll shoot, or excuse me, with the ball is Osborne now for the Redbirds. Osborne against Keith. Across the timeline now. He'll give it up to Samples. Over on the right side to Harrell. Back out to Samples. Now the ball down in the corner to Scales. Scales now Harrell. Harrell. Now Osborne. At the free throw line. Gives it to Scales. Scales. Over to the right side. It goes to Samples. Samples with the ball. Samples. Counts on. Samples works to the top of the circle. Barsak's on him defensively. Now Scales. Down the left side it goes to Harrell. Harrell. Out on top now to Goforth. Now with the layup is Osborne. And it's 45-21. Keith with the run out at the other end. Makes it 47-21. With the ball Samples. Samples. Hemmed in. Gets the ball ahead to Scales. Now to Osborne. Osborne lays it in. 30-second timeout. Charge it to the Redbirds. Chance to remind you that the Great Heart Seed brings you the star of the game at the conclusion of tonight's game. Or I should say the player of the game on the Great Heart Seed Company. Sponsor of Panther basketball this year. Well, it's 47-23. They got that Jim at a secondary goal. They got that, got it up a little bit higher than usual, I think. Can't see the visitor score. With the ball is Conway. Over to the left it goes to Leitz. Leitz back out to Conway on top of. Now inside Leitz. Now to Keith up and in. 49-23. Under 6 to play here in the third. Samples into the front court. Samples picks up the ball at the right wing. Count is on. Down in the corner goes to Harrell. Missed the shot. Rebound to Keith. Keith racing into the front court. Keith kicks it out on the left side to Conway. Conway with a three. 52-23. Samples across the timeline. Samples picked off by Conway. Conway over to Keith up and in. I think Conway thought he had a jam behind him, don't you? No, it's 54-23. Coming down on 5 minutes to play in the third. With the ball Samples. Samples. Guarded by Leeds. Down the right side it goes to Osborne. Now Scales, now Harrell. Deep on the left side, go for it. Down in the corner, Harrell. Now Scales, over to the right, Samples. Down the corner on the right to go for it. Go for it. He'll give it to Osborne. Osborne's push shot's good. With the ball is Conway now. 4:30 left in the third. 54-25. Conway dribbling out near midcourt on the right side of the floor. He'll give it up to Keith. Kind of hitting the lull here. Now the Panthers throw it away. That was an unforced error, wasn't it, Gary?
I don't think Coach was too happy about that.
Johnson comes in, as does Hefner. Johnson with the ball for the Redbirds. Into the front court on the left. He'll give it up to Hefner. Hefner now Scales. Over on the right side, Harrell. Harrell. Back out to Scales. Over to the left of the circle goes to Johnson. Cuts to the lane. Ball loose. Picked up by Conway. Conway goes to Leeds. Behind the defense. Up and in. And Lucas with his first basket on a nice feed from Braden Conway. Leeds at the line to chance to complete a three-point play. McConnell's going to come in for the Panthers, as is Reed Marlowe.
We failed to mention that the Maestro was in town.
He was directing the band tonight.
Yeah, he was.
Leads his free throws up and in. The Panther lead is 57-25. 3:45 left in the third. Osborne picks up the dribble, gives it up to Scales. Now Osborne, and he's fouled on the play. I think this is going to be on Marlowe. No, it's Conway.
Conway was the culprit.
Turning the inbound play will be Harrell. Harrell looking, goes out near midcourt to Osborne. Osborne, he'll give it up to Scales. Now to Johnson. Over to the right he goes to Harrell. Harrell puts it on the floor, cuts in right of the goal, now cuts it back out. Scales, now Johnson. Johnson at the left wing. Johnson drives in on the left side, cut off on the baseline. Now the Redbirds throw it away. Threw it out of bounds right in front of the scorer's bench. So the Panthers will control. Smith to Conway on the inbound play. 3:15 left here in the third. Conway holds up a thumb to set up the attack. Goes left to Leeds. Now back to Reed Marlowe at the free throw line. Out in the corner goes to Conway. Missed the three. Rebound comes out long to Smith. Now to McConnell in the lane. McConnell cuts up, puts it in. McConnell's got 6 and leads 59-25. 2:45 left in the third. Johnson with the ball for the Redbirds. Over on the right side to Harrell. Harrell, he drains a three. Is that his fourth three good?
Third. That one they counted
Conway
it too.
down the lane, up and in. What a play by Conway. Conway's got 7, and it's 61-28. Scales with the ball now, Osborne. Over to the left to Hefner. Down the corner, Johnson. Now to Osborne. Osborne gives it to Johnson. And a foul call on who? On Conway, I believe.
That's 3 on Brady.
So the Buzz is headed to the sideline on, got his third foul here. 2:12 left in the third. And that ball comes into Osborne, high on the left side. Osborne, boy, Leeds is all over him. Osborne cuts down on the left corner, gives it up to Johnson. Now the ball Ball went to Hefner, but they call Leach for a foul. Looked like a lot of ball there on that one. 2 minutes exactly left here in the third quarter, and it's 61-26. Free throws up and good by Hefner. Lahr's going to come in and replace Scales. Lahr comes back in and replaces Marlowe for the Panthers. So Cass is checked back in for the Redbirds. Hefner to shoot the second free throw. That's short. The rebound comes to McConnell. Down the right corner goes to Marlowe. Marlowe inside to Lahr. And Lahr is fouled on the play by Hefner. And triggering the inbound play will be Clellan. Gets it into Colton Smith, and Smith drains a three.
A three?
A three. 64-29. With the ball, Johnson. Minute 35 left in the third. Now Smith tried to intercept it as the pass was intended for Hefner, or excuse me, Hall. But Smith couldn't grab it before it went out of bounds. Panthers make some substitution. Leeds, Keith, Barsacks, Lahr, and McConnell on the floor for the Panthers as the clock hits the 1:30 mark here in the third quarter. 64-29. Johnson will go right to Harrell. Back to Johnson. Now Lahr picks off the pass. He'll give it up to Leeds. Ahead now to Keith. Keith with the ball. Kicks it out in the right corner to Barsacks for three. No good. Rebound to McConnell. McConnell loses it. Gets it back. He'll put it up and in. 66-29. A minute left in the third. With the ball is Hall. Hall picks it up at the right wing. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Hall. Hall for three. No good. Rebound to Barsacks. Barsacks will give it up to Keith in the left lane. Barsacks tried to go inside to McConnell, but too many Redbirds in the way. Now Johnson behind the defense. Missed the shot. The rebound goes ahead. Now they go ahead to Lahr, up and in. 68-29. 24 seconds left in the third. Hall going to right to Johnson. Johnson. Now back to Hall. Hall back to Johnson. Possession arrow favors the Panthers as we look to close out the period. With the ball is Hall.
This one you're calling Hall is Harrell, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
They had me looking all over. They call Hefner for his fourth foul.
So the Panthers get the ball with 4.9 seconds left in the period. Ball comes into Keith. Keith will give it out to Barsacks. Barsacks missed the shot. It's 68-29 as we head to the fourth. It'll be a running quarter. Back in 1 minute.
Pinckneyville's premier destination for supportive living is High Point Residence, formerly the Manor at Mason Woods. Navigating senior care can be a challenge, but you're not alone. At High Point Residence of Pinckneyville, they will provide guidance and support to families, making the transition smooth and stress-free for both you and your loved one. Online at highpointpinckneyville.com. High Point Residence of Pinckneyville, where compassionate care meets quality.
Girls varsity will start at 5 p.m. It will then be followed by JV, then the varsity boys. And that will be on Tuesday, February 4th.
Welcome back to Pinckneyville. Here got a score passed along to us. Marion 41, Waltonville 20.
Oh, my.
Panthers control on the alternating possession. They go with Cleland, Conway, Smith, McConnell, and Marlowe. Conway's in the front court with the dribble. Moves over to the right, gives it ahead to Colton Smith deep on the right side. Smith gets it to McConnell. McConnell with a pump fake up and in. Back comes Samples now. Samples into the front court. Over to the right to Scales. Now the ball on top to Osborne. Osborne in the lane, spin move up and in. He's a pretty nice player, isn't he, Gary?
Yeah.
He just doesn't have a lot to go with him. Missed the shot by Conway, and now we got a jump ball possession here over the Redbirds. So Waltonville, they're playing Marion tonight and Centralia tomorrow night. That's a tough schedule.
Yes, it is.
With the ball is Samples now. Over to the right side, it goes to Katz. Now on top to Scales. Now Harrell. Harrell now Scales. Now Harrell. Harrell now Osborne. Back to Harrell. Harrell for three. No good. Rebound to Marlowe. Outlet to Conway. Conway in the front court. Conway now Marlowe. Marlowe kicks it out to Conway. Conway works on the left side, kicks it in the corner to Smith. Smith hits another three, and it's 73-31. Samples with the ball. Into the front court. Over to the right, picks up, still has a dribble. Gives it inside to Osborne, taken away. Conway with the ball. On the left side it goes to Cleland. Cleland misses a three. One side rebound to Marlowe. Kicks it back to Cleland. Now goes cross court to McConnell. Down the right corner it goes to Smith. Smith for three. And Miles Dorfline checks in. And he replaces Conway. 76-31. Ball comes into Samples. Clock working toward the 5-minute mark of the ball game. Osborne with the ball. Over to Scales. Now the right it goes to Harrell. Harrell on top to Samples. Samples. Now Osborne out to Harrell. Harrell misses a three. Rebound to McConnell. He gives it up to Smith. Ahead now to Marlowe. Back to Smith. Moves over to the right wing. Now to the baseline. Glides to the hoop. And gets a roll.
Number 20, Colton Smith.
4:35 left in the game. With the ball is Osborne. Over to the left it goes to Cass. Push shots no good. Rebound Smith. Smith. Has the ball at the right wing in the corner of the dark line on the left. Now to Cleland. Cleland's three is too strong. Rebound comes out to Scales and he gives it up to Osborne. Osborne now Scales deep to the right, left side to Harrell. Now the ball goes out to Scales. Now the ball's picked off by Smith. He's got to run out at the other end. And Matt Lars getting ready to make some wholesale substitutions with 3:45 left in the game. As it's 80-31. Ball on the left now is is Cass. He'll give it up to Osborne. Osborne working in, goes on top to Harrell. Harrell for three. And it's 80-33. 3:20 left on the game clock. But the ball is Clellan. Down in the left corner goes to Darfline. Outside to McConnell. Drives, misses. Rebound comes to Clellan. Clellan cross court to Marlowe. And a little bit too hard and out of bounds. It'll belong to the Redbirds. And the Redbirds make a lot of substitutions. With the ball now is Harrell. They only brought 9 players. So they've got more than 3 balls put up. Missed by the Redbirds. And the Panthers come away with the rebound. Carter. He'll give the ball up to Higgerson. Now to Darfline. Back to Higgerson. Higgerson for 3. Missed it. Rebound saved by Darfline. Gets it to Crabtree. And now it goes in the back court, and it'll be an over and back call on the Panthers. Darfline gets the rebound.
That was an intercepted pass.
Intercepted a pass. Now Darfline gives it over to Carter. Down the right corner it goes to Clark. And Clark makes a 3. Now with the ball is Carnaglia. Carnaglia's got the ball and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Panthers. Higgerson, or they get the ball in. Ball out on top to Carnaglia. Now the ball knocked away. Scramble for the ball. Jump ball, possession arrow. We're down to the final 50 seconds. And the possession arrow favors the Panthers. And Matt Lahr told him just hold the ball up when you get in the front court, didn't he, Gary?
Yeah, I believe he did.
Clark will bring it into the front court now. 83-33. That may be our final score here at Thomas Gym. And is this the 5th win for the Panthers in their conference brace?
Yeah, we'll be 5-0, yeah.
(83-33), and we're down to the final 10 seconds of a very painful night, I'm sure, for the Redbirds. And that's going to be the final score, 83-33. Panthers win it. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with our Great Heart Seed player of the game in 2 minutes.
Great Heart products are second to none when it comes to seed quality, seed treatment, and seed performance. Farmers continuously brag about the appearance of our seed as it comes out of the bag, the vigor in which it comes out of the ground, and the high yields coming out of their fields year in and year out. I would describe Great Heart products with 2 words: quality and performance.
Gonna have a little ceremony here. Team's putting on a little ceremony for A.J. Keyfield.
Are they? Got his picture taken.
Team picture with A.J.
At Moore Brothers Auto Sales on Illinois Highway 154 in Pinckneyville, they are the small town dealer with the big time savings. At Moore Brothers Auto Sales, their customers know they can count on quality used cars, great prices, and a knowledgeable sales staff. Whether you're looking for an automobile, a truck, a van, or an SUV, you can find what you need at Moore Brothers Auto Sales. You can call them or text them anytime at 357-2711. And shop online through their website at moorebrothersAutosales.com.
Trading Station has the largest gun selection in Southern Illinois. The Hicks family has been located at 4952 State Route 13 in Pinckneyville for over 63 years. Hicks Trading Station has over 2,000 new and used guns in stock. A wide selection of ammunition is also available. They will buy, sell, or trade. And get this, everything is guaranteed. They're open 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Stop by their location west of Pinckneyville or give them a call, 618-357-2583. Go Panthers.
It is time for our Great Heart Seed Player of the Game.
We'll give that honor tonight to A.J. Keith. Had a really good night. I haven't totaled his points. Have you, Gary?
I got him with 21.
21. And on January 3rd, he was scored 1,000 points. So he's our Great Heart Seed Player of the Game. And if that was January 3rd, this is January 31st. He's added to that total in quite a bit.
Yes, he has.
Yep.
Great Heart products are second to none when it comes to seed quality, seed treatment, and seed performance. Farmers continuously brag about the appearance of our seed as it comes out of the bag, the vigor in which it comes out of the ground, and the high yields coming out of their fields year in and year out. I would describe Great Heart products with two words: quality and performance.
All right, back here at Pinckneyville. Let's look at some of the numbers involved in this game. For the Redbirds, I had Osborne with 14 points and Harrell with 16 and Johnson with 3. For the Panthers, Keith with 21, McConnell with 10, Bowersax with 14, Smith had 16, Lahr had 6, Leitz had 3, and Conway with 7. Panthers led this all the way, 29-6 at the quarter break, 43-19 at the half, 68-29 at the end of 3, and they win it here 83-33. 21-2 on the season, 5-0 in the conference. We still got that makeup game with Nashville, which is coming up Tuesday night, right?
Tuesday night, yeah.
Yeah. And West Frankfort drops to 6-17, and they are 0-6 in conference play. So we talked about it earlier, but might mention it a little bit when Coach comes up. But Panther sophomore team plays over at the sophomore tournament in Sparta tomorrow. Play at 9 o'clock against Oakville, 10:15 against Sparta. And then here at Pinckneyville High School, we have the Panther Showcase, sponsored by the First National Bank here in Pinckneyville. Games that start at 9 o'clock here in Thomas Gym and go all day long. Last game's at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Panthers play Shelbyville at 6 o'clock. So a lot of good games there. If you're wanting to watch some of the other teams play, there's some JV games over in the auxiliary gym. Panther JV team plays Shelbyville at 4:15. So everybody in action tomorrow except the freshmen, I guess. Okay, I've lost my score sheet. 83-33, the final here this evening. And the Panthers simply have the Redbirds outmanned, outclassed, whatever you want to call it. We just kind of run all over them. So Coach is on his way. We'll have get some thoughts and comments from the head coach of the Panthers here in just a moment. All right, Matt Lahr is alongside. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Nice win here again tonight, number 21 on the season, 5-0 in conference play.
Hey, that was the main goal tonight. Another conference game. Obviously, we don't want to lose here in Thomas Gym, and every conference game is just as important as the other one. Doesn't matter who you're playing. Got to be ready to come out and compete, and the guys did that tonight.
They certainly did. They came out like a house on fire.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we were waiting to run out, and I think the Redbirds, I was down in the locker room. I think the Redbirds decided to cut in line and run out in front of us, so that was a little bit of easy motivation for the boys. So first quarter was pretty good.
Yeah, Keith, what he had 15 of the first 20?
Yeah. That they were self-motivated.
Self-motivated. The Redbirds they're really struggling, aren't they?
Yeah, and they had the kid out sick tonight too. So the Tyson kid's, pretty good ball player for him, has been for several years, and he was homesick tonight. But I'll tell you what, number 10 stepped up, had a heck of a game for him. He played pretty well at DuQuoin. I went over Wednesday night and watched him at DuQuoin. He played well that night too. But our defense has been fantastic all year, and we did a great job of it again tonight.
Coach, the weather really played havoc with the end of the schedule. And I was thinking today, I've been doing this is my 46th year, and I can't ever remember this many games in the last 3 weeks of the season.
Yeah, and I tell you what, it's one of those things too. It's everybody's in the same boat, you know. So it's a level playing field. It's been kind of nice because I've been able to go catch some games to scout. There's another one on Monday night that I normally want to get to go see because everybody's rescheduling games. So everybody's in the same boat with that. And you guys know my rule. We're going to take it one game at a time and enjoy it till we go to sleep tonight, and we're back at it, ready for the Rams tomorrow.
And what can you tell us about the Rams?
They won 25 games last year, played in a sectional championship, and they called and they have a Pinckneyville connection with a kid that is on the team whose dad played here. And Jokic, yeah, he's a heck of a player, and had a lot of guys back from last year's 24-25 win team, and said they'd like to play one of the good teams downstate. And so
in a good gym,
and that was a big part of it too, to get to come play in this gym. And so we've seen him on film multiple times. There was a whole group, Coach Opp and Gene and Dan and Sam all went up there Wednesday night and watched him play. So they got a kid that can flat out shoot it. The Jokic kid can really get to the rack and finish. And then they got a big football kid who's kind of a bruiser that probably scores about 10 a game as well. So Panthers got to come ready to play.
Did they eat any of that fish up there?
They went to Monocle's.
Oh, okay.
They went to Monocle's, and they had rave reviews about Monocle's. They said the Shelbyville Monocle's is a free advertisement for the Shelbyville Monocle's tonight. Hey, let's talk about four guys in double figures again tonight. Let's keep doing that. Hopefully we get to talk about that every time after game that I get to come talk to you guys.
Colton Smith.
That's a good way to do it. And Colton Smith did it in an impressive fashion too. That step back three, you could tell he was feeling it.
Now, is playing a little bit of JV ball helped him?
I think it's definitely helping his confidence, seeing that ball going in the hoop, and he's always done a fantastic job defensively. He puts so much pressure on himself. He misses a shot, he gets so frustrated and gets so down. But he's one of the best shooters I've ever been around, and when he gets hot, boy, is he hot.
Yeah. And Riley, once he gets his stroke, you better look out.
Yeah, no question.
How many threes did we have tonight?
10 for 24.
Yeah.
40 right at 42%. We'll take that. You win a lot of ball games if you do that, and you get 12 steals.
Good crowd tonight, considering the opponent.
Yeah, really good crowd, and obviously we didn't have many over here on this side, but as far as where our folks sit, it was about a full house.
Yeah.
A lot of basketball tomorrow.
Long day of basketball tomorrow. Yeah. Absolutely.
Sophomore tournament over.
Sophomore tournament. They play back-to-back early. The two early games in the morning. Yes. They play back-to-back, and then those guys will come over here and play JV game later in the afternoon, and Obviously, we're 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. in here with a lot of really good teams, some really good matchups. There was a handful of pieces that fell in the wrong directions with some things. We had to shuffle up the schedule last minute. I mean, this is the schedule, but before we released it, we had to move some things around because some people had some things happen. But there was a couple matchups we wanted to have that we weren't able to have. But it's a good day. A lot of good teams, a lot of great coaches, and we're certainly looking forward to it.
$7 gets you in all day?
$7 gets you in all day. Yep. And then
can you leave and come back?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
And then I think kids and seniors are either 3 or 4. I can't remember off the top of my head what it is for kids or students and senior citizens. So it's a lot of really good teams coming. I assume with the folks that live here in town, they're going to want to come out and catch a lot of games.
Well, I would think so. There's a lot of good games on there.
Absolutely.
Coach, last week we talked about the things that you wanted to see down the course of the season. Tonight I'm going to put it kind of on you. What type of experience have you gained over the course of this year?
Well, every year you continue to grow and mature as a coach, and situations that we've been put in this year is we've had a lot of games where I'm having to motivate guys to do what we do, right? We've had a lot of games with scores looking like this where I still want guys to get better and continue to work on us and not to get loose and not to get silly. We didn't have a ton of running clocks at my last stop coaching wise, and it's tough. At halftime I'm trying to motivate those guys, and they're probably looking at me like I got 4 heads because we're up by 30 points or whatever. But we don't want to compete against the opponent. We want to compete against ourselves, be the best version of the Panthers we can be. And one of the things that I've told you guys and we say all the time is be who we are, do what we do. And what we do is we're going to guard you, we're going to play discipline, we're going to execute, we're going to rebound.
Yeah, Coach, I want to give you a compliment on one thing that I've seen make a difference in you and your coaching, and that's the defense that you're coaching. I think you've come a long way in just the last year.
I appreciate it.
I really have been impressed with your defense.
Yeah, I appreciate you thanking me, but that's the guys. The guys are.
I was getting ready to say.
The guys are the ones.
It's good to have the talent to work
we lead the horse to water and we let the horse drink. They get after it. They've bought in. We're not teaching them anything different than we taught last year. They're just more bought in this year, and they're getting better at it.
Yeah.
So give them all the credit.
That's what I was going to say. That would have been my next lead.
Well, great minds think alike, Ted.
Hey, Coach, good win tonight.
Appreciate it.
Hey, get some rest tonight.
Yeah, well, I'll try, but probably going to take a nap on Sunday.
Walk through in the morning?
We're going to have a shoot around, walk through tomorrow.
Where are you going to do that at?
Well, we're going to figure that out.
Secret.
Undisclosed location. We don't want the media and press there.
Thanks for stopping
Appreciate you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. That's been head coach Matt Lahr. Panthers win this one 83-33. We're 21-2 on the season and 5-0 in the conference. So that's going to do it for us, right? We got to get out of here.
Yeah, we got a long day too, don't we?
Yeah, we do. So
maybe not as intense.
Not quite as intense. All right, so we thank Matt, who's been our engineer tonight back at the radio station. For Matt Lahr, for Ted Cunningham, I'm Gary Pratt saying good night from Thomas Gym.
What do you want to do about this?
Wait a minute.